doing a restoration detail on this 2010 Corvette. It's going to get the headlights polished. It's going to get the engine detailed. I just removed the cowl and wiper blade arms, which are going to be fully restored on the plastic. I'm going to restore all this rubber trim. I am going to take the wheels off and all those rusty caps on the hubs there, on the rotors, done. I am going to take care of problems like the paint. I'm going to do a bunch of color filling in with the paint on a bunch of areas, polished, ceramic coated. Get these calipers looking good with the wheels off, and just do the full Jeff Jackson deluxe vehicle detailing and paint correction type of detail. So all these parts all restored, and I can do this for you too. So if I can help you out in any way, shape, or form, give me a call, 727-742-7867. And I am in the middle of Pinellas County, right between Clearwater and St. Pete. Thank you. Hey, how's everybody doing? This is JJ with Deluxe Vehicle Detailing and Paint Correction here in beautiful Florida. This is a 2010 Corvette, and this is about to get a major, what I call, restoration detail. And just starting with the front here, it's going to get a thorough, not showroom level or show, car show detail, but she just wants this cleaned up. We've got leaves down there. It's just looking tired. It's dirty. It hasn't been cleaned in a long time. The headlights, I know my lighting is not real great right here, but you can see this line of where the original factory coating is wearing off and just looking bad. In person, it looks pretty bad. Let's see, we've got a little better lighting on this one. Probably pick up, through here, right? So wet sanding. Going to use the Meguiar's headlight coating again. This front lip, I'm going to try to get that thing up a little better. She may replace that. We've got some scuffs and scrapes into the paintwork. This has not been washed. It was just dropped off a bit ago. I am going to do a wheels off full cleaning of up in the wheel hubs, and I am going to try and polish out. These are, to my knowledge yet, I haven't tested them, but I believe them to be clear-coated Corvette wheels, and I'm really going to, get the calipers looking nice, and even get some painting done, especially in the back. I'll show you that on the hubs we've got, some serious rust going on. So I'm going to get that rust off there and do some high temperature black paint. I am going to be doing a lot of touch-up paint with both Dr. Color Chip and some regular AC Delco, General Motor factory paint, and that is going to be a two-step process. So it's here for the first stage today, which is just going to be the engine detail, the headlight. I'm going to do plastic restoration. You can see here, this cowl is just gray and nasty. I am going to get it looking as good as possible, and I think I'm going to remove the wiper blades and potentially remove this entire piece, just to make it easier and more thorough. So other than that, it's going to get an interior detail. It's leather seating and stuff, pretty decent shape. Pulled the carpet, it's not too dirty. The back area here, short of a few leaves and things, really not all that bad, but gonna get this thing looking sharp. I will get the paint on. It's been in some accidents. Try and get you a good look. You can see the cracking that has happened. There's been some repaint on this. The hood was repainted. The rear passenger side quarter was repainted. And that's because there was a detailer that polished this out and went through the paint on the hood. So they had to repaint the entire hood. But he also polished the whole car out. And since I can't use my paint thickness gauge, and I'm flying a little bit blind, I don't know how thick this paint is, and I have no way to measure it. And I know that a detailer detailed it and polished it way too hard. And so for things like this big scuff mark right over my finger, I don't know how well that's going to come out. Again, I only work in the shade, and so I am in the shade because I'm about to get ready to work. I just wanted to kind of go over, what my project on this car is. And, there are a lot of, flaws and things. You can see those marks there. It looks like somebody took something and really botched that up. It is being parked under a tree right now because she likes a nice shaded vehicle. And so there is all kinds of poo and spots and general. A little sun coming in on this spot here. So we're going to try and get this all cleaned up, but it's going to be, first step, and then get the paint on it in the garage, in the AC. It feels like of, I think, 110 today. So I've been kind of waiting for this to cool off, get shaded, make my work environment a little better. Then I'll be pulling it in the garage, and I'm going to pull off the wheels and everything in there, do the interior in there. Right now it's just going to be wash, engine bay, and headlight restoration before I run out of daylight. And I may be doing some of it with a light stand and get everything buttoned up. So anyway, I thank you for being with me, and I will see you kind of throughout. I don't know how much I'm going to really do on this on film. It slows me down, but I just wanted to kind of capture where this car is, and maybe I'll even wait till after the 30 days and, after I do the polish, and I'm going to use Dallas Paint Correction Flashback, which is like a real long working time ceramic coating. It's a 3-year coating. It's what we chose. And so, this car is going to undergo a real nice transformation. So I love stuff like this. Almost swore. Anyway, I'll see you on the flip side. Hi, squirrel. Squirrel. Yeah, I've got ADD for sure. Anyway, I just removed the wiper blade arms and cowl. I think it's been probably a little bit since they were removed. Got two 15T, that's the Torx fittings on each side. There's 4 clips that hold the cowl on. The arm blade nuts are 15 millimeter if you're watching this video because you're doing like a cowl removal or you know, a full on detail on a Corvette. Take you over. Use the needle nose to pinch the little arm holders that have the tubes that press into them. Push those through, pinched and put through, and the 4 clips on the front are here. You can see 1, 2, and then it's 3 and 4. I just used this small little flathead and removed these 4 clips off. I got my little tool there to hold my Torx, took those 2 screws out. There's the 2 15 millimeter nuts. I'm going to try and de-rust those. And everything else was pretty straightforward. This one side, the passenger side on the edge, which is here, you've got to kind of push this back. You've got these little clips on the back, so you need to kind of open the door up, pull them back, and pop them up. Pretty straightforward. Not fun to remove, but to restore this cowl piece, which is part of the detail, I just felt like to take my product, my black dye, which is eluding my name, or the name right now, but anyway, I'm going to, you know, really thoroughly clean this and use some isopropyl alcohol, make sure everything is off of it. I will be using that dye product that is not coming to my recollection at the moment, and then I will put a ceramic coating over that after it dries for, you know, a day or two. So, you know, kind of a piece by piece project. You know, just the seal there that just pulls right off, which covers the clips which clip to this area here. So no big deal. This is getting a full engine detail. So part of, you know, the engine detail, obviously, if I really want to do a good job, I need to, you know, take the cowl off first. I think it's important too to mark where the wiper blade arms, you know, sit. This is a waterproof glass. It's called frog tape, and you can soak it and get it, you know, some cleaners on it and stuff like that. It won't come off. It's actually what I use to mark where I like to put the tires of the cars. I move those. They're all on wheels, and I move them between the washer and dryer and my AC unit, so I'll be working in comfort. But it's really a good tape, that frog tape. I wasn't quite sure where I was going to use it, but it comes in handy sometimes like this. So I'm going to get on this engine detail. I'm going to then wash the car, and then I'm going to do the headlights. I was kind of figuring on what order of things I'm going to do on this, but since the hood is, you know, not part of the headlight area at all, you know, technically I guess I, you know, could do the headlights first, kind of gets messy, and then wash it. But since I'm not doing anything with the paint on this step, I'm just going to give it a quick wash and just, you know, kind of clean it up. And that now I'll be able to thoroughly do the engine detail and get everything ready for when that's finished. Then the install, I'll be installing on, you know, all nice clean surfaces and getting all of this junk that's maybe been there since 2010. Don't know. So anyway, just thought I would give you an update. I'm also, the client had a product, it's called, I don't know, something she got on Amazon called Rubber Magic or something, and she goes, I want you to try this and see how you like it. So I didn't mention it before, but hey, I'm in a, give a new product a try and try and get this cleaned up. These pieces here, I think, are just pretty kaput, but I will try and work a little magic with them. And I also didn't mention on the first video that part of my project on this is to do a restoration on this rear diffuser and get everything all polished up with these pipes as well. So anyway, I will be back with you as I go through this car. Thanks. All right, so I am making quite a bit of progress where I had all these scrapes in. I used the Dr. Color Chip. Now you can see that this is far from perfect, but a month from now, when I polish out this area, it's going to look a lot better, but it looks way better now. I've got you, 6 inches away, but when you back up where those scratches were, the lighting is reflecting off this white door here, but it's really not too bad. Filled in this big scratch here again. Once I polish, this area here was all scratched up. I think I found 22 different areas. Got everything here underway for tomorrow. I'll be using my solution finish, which I could not remember the name of for my life. But I used the Dr. Color Chip system. Do like this product. This is, I think I've used it 3 or 4 times now. Great product. I also bought the 4-in-1 scraper, pen, brush, and top coat from AC Delco original GM paint. This is a cyber gray metallic. Metallics are a little tricky to do touch up on, and everything went well. Touched up a whole bunch on the front. Had a huge nasty scratch all along this mirror. Came out pretty well. Again, here's 5 feet away, looks great. I told the client that, do not expect, factory finish looking. Was a bunch of little spots around here, caught the edge of the door, tried to fill that in. This is what I've been working on here. I have used Rust-Oleum high heat, and even though there's a picture of the grill on there, it indicates that this is great for up to 1200 degrees on automotive parts. And so clean this area up. Don't have my light, but the client had bought this on Amazon, Forever Black bumper trim cleaner and reconditioner. It is a black colored dye, much like solution finish. So this is a new and improved formula. She had just bought this. There was some rubber and some black plastic around the car she wanted me to use it on, so all good. Went up, got everything looking nice, did like a 4-step cleaning of the plastics, and as long as I've got the wheels off, may as well, do it up. So, and they provide a cleaner, and then this is the product. It says something about a brush, but I did not see a brush anywhere in it. And I got everything cleaned up, used a brass brush, and got all the loose rust. It came off quite easily. So it's my little workstation. It's about to go over to the other side. I've got the car jacked up on the jack stand, and I will be making my way around. And I just thought I would update you. Got the interior looking nice. Still need to go over the seats and the plastic. I've kind of got a lot of things going. Sometimes while something's drying, then I'm, on to another area. Polished out the headlights this morning. They came out looking quite nice. Not perfect and beautiful, but way better. Use the Meguiar's headlight coating and get this cowl back on. So anyway, I just thought I'd kind of give you a little update, show you what I'm doing, show you what deluxe vehicle detailing is all about. And I am working in 86.4 degrees, but only 35% humidity relative. So considering the feels like was 122 today, at least that's what I read online, but it was supposed to be like 96 record high. My double coated curtain, it's twice the width, so I fold it over. I've got a nice air pocket there to block off my double insulated door. It is doing its job and keeping the radiant heat out of here. And if you've seen my videos before, I have cut off the attic to my house, and then is all double insulated with air pockets in between. So anyway, I'm as comfortable as I'm gonna be with 96 degree day, but the humidity is nice. It's it's warm. I'm barely wearing anything right now. I'm not gonna show you that, but anyway, I will continue to work, and you continue to make your cars beautiful. I'll just show you what these wheel conditions are like. This owner really, she loves this car so much, but she's in an apartment complex, and she just doesn't really have the facilities to keep up on the car. So, things like this you really can't do that much about, other than, keep a protective coating, some sort of paint or something. I'll bring you in. These Corvette wheels are nice. Missing a lug nut. But, I've got, let me get my finger in there. I've got, a lot of brake dust, kind of hard to see there, but, the wheels are in pretty good shape. But the inner barrels that she said, I used to take care of those so well and everything, they've got a lot of brake buildup on them. Not as bad as some I've seen, but, the overall wheels, just try and take you inside here, just need a little love. So what I did was I just came outside. I decided to get a little closer to the lug nuts and put another coat of paint to make sure that none of that shows through. And now what I've got, after taking a piece of a foam medium orange pad, I was able to take some, just kind of a medium polish. I think it was a Turtle Wax product. It was kind of in the back of my arsenal. But anyway, I was able to hand polish out in the driveway. Really, get deep down, get in the lug nut holes. I'm sweating. I don't want to sweat all over this. But I was able to, really clean these out. There was a lot of buildup where no one had cleaned in a long time, and I was able to make these things look super good. It's just a little extra. I just wiped it off there. So now these are back looking like they should. The inner barrels look way nicer. And if you have the opportunity to do wheel off detailing. Man, it is really nice to get back on the back of the, what I call blades, spokes, whatever you want to call them. But some of it's kind of eaten through the clear coat. These are clear coated wheels. And anyway, I've got these things looking like deluxe vehicle detailing, excuse me, likes to get things looking. So I'm going to mount this back on and get on with the other side. And I will catch you on the flip side, except I'm not showing you the flip side. I'm a sweaty mess right now. Hey, here's a little bonus footage on the COWL Restoration. So, I have got this thing all reinstalled. It is looking way much better. It is not perfect. This thing was really hammered. And I think when I last left you, I had put the solution finish on, and then I showed you the application of the T3 ceramic coating from Dallas Paint Correction. And so, once it all kind of set up, I just wasn't happy with it, and I decided to kind of infuse before it cured. It was probably about half an hour after I put the ceramic coating on. I just thought I could do better, so I took the Forever Black, which I, did. Oh, actually, there's hanging my seal right there. I've got to yet put that on. But anyway, I went over it with the coating, not cured, and I hope that kind of infuses the coating with the Forever Black. I could be wrong. I'm going to take you to the other side here. Here is my beautiful seal, very, very nicely restored. I like the Forever Black on some things. I don't on others. But this rubberized piece, which is just like the one on the other side, but the other side is separated. And so anyway, without getting too wordy, I did it, and I'm like, okay, what's the worst that could happen? But it actually, made the cowl darker. My bright 5000K lights in here, make everything really, stand out. But this area here was super gray, and this area right here was super gray, and it kind of, the gray showed through once I, wiped on the ceramic coating. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and, the stuff is essentially like triple coated. It's got the solution finish, it's got the T3, and it's got the Forever Black. So that's as good as it's going to get. I think it looks really nice. We'll see how it holds up. I'm going to see this car in 30 days and polish out things like, you can probably see that bird etching. There's another real nice one on the hood here. I don't quite see it, but anyway, I did all of this hard black. This isn't a piano black, but I did Forever Black on all this, all these seals, and once I, sorry about that, I'm like, oh, I can open the door. The windows are down. It won't lock itself. This car has tested me on its ability to lock itself, and these seals were really quite gray and quite dirty. So I, heavily prepped them and decided that before I put the cowl on, I should go ahead and where this juncture is right here in the middle, you know, treat all that. So I treated all this rubber here, the seals here, and she really, you know, pointed out this door seal. You can see it's maybe just a touch streaky. I tried, you know, going over with cloth. This rubber seal, which is a fairly soft, you know, rubber, it took 4 coats till I was really happy with it. So anyway, there's the bonus footage. Another 4 minutes added on. I thought the Forever Black did a nice job. These seals were really gray. Do they look super new? No, but they look way better. The durability factor is something that, you know, I'll be interested to see how they look in 30 days, and I'll go from there. I would give a thumbs up to Forever Black. First time ever, you know, even hearing about the product. And of course, my engine bay now looks super good, all detailed out. The engine bay was really quite dirty. She's going to have mechanics work on it and didn't want it all filthy for them. And my wheels where I painted up in the hubs, got everything looking good. This car's been a long project. This is my 4th day with it, so really, you know, came a long way from where it was at. Painted with a 1200 degree satin black. I used the Forever Black on this piece here with decent results. And down here, I really like the way it took to this plastics. All plastics are not created equal. All rubber seals are not created equal. You know, you'll have kind of different results on different type of things, but like this front air dam, chin, spoiler, came out pretty good. It was damaged. You can see all the damage on the paint that I'm gonna let set up for 30 days and then polish that. It was completely scratched all the way across. So anyway, I thank you for the just hanging with me with the bonus footage. If you are indeed doing a Corvette cowl, it's just, you know, a little bit tricky, and if you stuck with me all this way, you're gonna get an extra feature. Here is a YouTube video called Windshield Cowl and Wiper Arm Removal and Installation on a C6 Corvette. Guy's name is Rob Edgar. And he had it all kind of disassembled at the beginning of his video and then explained how he bought the last 2, this was March of this year, 23, in the entire United States. He called 50 junkyards. He was on all kinds of computer searches. There is a discrepancy of the cowl piece. There is the part number for late 07 through 13. There's a cowl number that begins with 158 for the 05, 06, and early 07. Those, oddly, are very available, but the other ones with all the longer years aren't. I thought, you know, what about aftermarket? And then he goes through, you know, open the door, slide things, do things. Here's the order of them, you know, the torques and, you know, getting the seals, the tabs pushed in under the glass, the tabs that are underneath the hood seal there, which are these 4 tabs. Whoops. Right there. 4 of those. And then there's also 4 forward tabs that latch onto the glass that you can't see underneath that rubber seal. So other than the 2 T15 Torx fittings that are there, it's just a little tricky to you know, slide things forward, slide things back on these little pins on the edges there. And that's pretty much it. Put your wipers on, pop your caps back on, and you are good to go. So anyway, thanks. Sorry, 10 minutes of bonus footage, but that's what you get with deluxe vehicle detailing and paint correction. Give me a thumbs up, helps my algorithms, help me help you grow this channel and provide high quality videos, and I will see you on the next one. Hey, so this will just be the wrap-up video. I've actually shot a few videos along the way, especially on like taking the cowl out and restoring plastic on cowls. These cowls apparently are no longer available, so you can look at my channel and see that whole video of using a product I had never used that was provided by the client that she wanted me to use, which is called Forever Black, and also Solution Finish. So I just wanted to kind of give you an overview. Ignore any paint imperfections because this is coming back in 30 days. It was like 4 days ago when I kind of gave you the, before walk around. But I think that the caliper hats there came out really nice. Got these calipers themselves to clean up somewhat. It's that porous kind of what I call pig metal, and it's really a pain to try and make it look nice. These front ones came out pretty nice. Got them to pop painted inside here. Did a lot of paint work. This whole scratched up area, although it probably looks pretty messy, these scratches were very deep and went all the way over to here. And I used both, AC Delco, GM original paint, and I also used Dr. Color Chip. This front air dam little chin spoiler was hanging down, and it had pulled this fog light out, and it had actually pulled the tubing off the air cooling system that they've got for the brakes. It was all kind of a mess and disassembled. I'm going to take you down low here. So I got everything reattached, got the light in, did plastic restoration with the Forever Black on that little grill piece there. And I also did with Forever Black these rubber strips. It is so bright out here, it's kind of hard for me to see my screen. But they came out pretty darn nice. Let's see, I've got the keys because this car will lock you out in a heartbeat. So I treated all of the rubbers and seals and treated this A-pillar plastic, which kind of came out a little bit streaky. I wasn't like super happy about that. Got a full interior detail, inside out, everything looking good. This car needed, some love on the inside as well. So that worked out real good. I will be addressing, some of the paint issues with the polisher. My lighting isn't good, but polished out the chrome exhaust pipes and did the Forever Black treatment on the diffuser. This woman now has a very clean gas cap area. This is one of my pet peeves. See if I can get you in there. Again, sun's on the other side. I just had the most advantageous time to cut this film. She's not going to pick it up till later, and it'll all be shade on my driveway. So I'm out here sweating my butt off in the sun. But, did, again, all the seals came out pretty nice. And there was, I think I marked down 22 paint imperfections that needed either the touch-up paint or the Dr. Color Chip, fill-in type of maneuver with the Dr. Color chip. You basically just kind of like spill some onto the car and then, you know, wipe it in, kind of squeegee it in, and then remove the paint with a special paint remover, and it goes over and takes the surface stuff and leaves it underneath. So it's pretty cool. This cowl came out absolutely beautiful. I have a full separate video all about Corvette cowls, and everything is, you know, dressed, got a little bit of shade and a little bit of sun, but everything came out there nice. I'm real happy with all of this. Polished out the headlights. I give them you know, a fair amount with a lot of wet sanding and polishing, but some of this is actually in the inside or just too far into the plastic. I removed a bunch and I was done, but anyway, everything looking good. It's ready for pickup later in the afternoon. I've kind of put my life on hold for a couple days, taking care of all this, so I am going to go do some errands and whatnot and just continue on. But I just wanted to go over this fender scratch here. Was this big, long scratch. Let's see if I can get you in the sun just right. Anyway, it's right below my finger and goes like this. Let's see if I can capture that with the sun. I use the pen portion of the, you know, 4-in-1 applicator on your standard. Like if you go to the dealership and give them your VIN, you can, you know, order the paint, or they might have it in stock. This cyber metallic gray. Metallics are always hard to touch up, but I actually think for a fill-in, it did pretty good. And then when I go over and polish off the surface area, it's gonna really look nice. Some of the stuff I didn't worry about, I knew it would polish out, and that will be 30 days from now when everything is all set. So anyway, I thank you. If you want to know what, you know, about 19 hours of detailing looks like, this is what 19 hours of detailing looks like. So anyway, my garage is back in order. Get my little red BMW back in the garage, go run around in my daily, and I thank you. So if I can be of any help, let me know.